little town, I grew up believing God keeps his eye on us all. And he used to lean upon me as I pledged allegiance to the wall. Lord, I recall my little town, coming home after school, flying my bike past the gates of the factories. My mom doing the laundry, hanging out shirts in the dirty breeze. And after it rains, there's a rainbow, and all of the colors are black. It's not that the colors aren't there, it's just imagination they lack. Everything's the same back in my little town, my little town.
Standing on the corner at midnight, trying to get my courage up. There was this long, lovely dancing little club downtown. Loved to watch her do her stuff. Through the long, lonely nights, she filled my sleep, her body softly swaying to that smoky beat. Down on Main Street, down on Main Street, in the pool halls, the hustlers and the losers used to watch them through the glass. Well, I'd stand outside at closing time just to watch her walk on past. Unlike all the other ladies, she looked so young and sweet. She made her way down that empty street, down on Main Street, down on Main Street. Sometimes even now, when I'm feeling lonely and beat, I drift back in time and I find my feet down on Main Street, down on Main Street.
up in North Carolina, North Carolina, my North Carolina home.
Well, howdy, chum. Where you from? I'm from Alabama.
Well, geez, don't let it get around, but I'm from Yankee Land.
The guy looks sane enough to me. There must be something wrong. Think I'll ask him where his hometown is before I run along. Are you from Philly?
No.
Chicago?
No.
From Boston cometh forth? You sure that you're a Yankee boy?
Why, sure, I'm from the north, way up in North Carolina, up in North Carolina. That's as far north as I want to be.
Tell me all about it.
There's absolutely nothing north of Carolina that I ever want to see.
Just can't live without
They
it.
say in Pennsylvania the moon is shining bright, but I know where there's moon shining every night. Way up in North Carolina, North Carolina, my North Carolina home. Say, friend, you're looking mighty low to be from Alabama.
It's my doctor's son that worries me. He says I got a scram.
That right?
He says the climate in the South gets me to feeling low.
That's bad.
And now I gotta leave the South. He says I gotta go.
Way up in North Carolina, up in North Carolina, that's as far north as I gotta go. Tell me all about it. The sun is always shining up in Carolina, and I don't care for ice and snow. You just can't live without it, Carolina. Happiness will fill your southern heart, and even when you're there, you're in the southern part. Way up in North Carolina, North Carolina, my North Carolina home.
Say, brother, will you looky here what's coming down the street?
These gals are really something, the kind we ought to meet.
Well, so what's the use of sitting here? Let's find out their address.
Just leave it up to me, old boy. You gotta use finesse. Say, honey,
Yeah?
excuse me.
Yes.
You shouldn't interrupt. We'd like to take you out.
Okay.
But where do we pick you up? Way up in North Carolina, up in North Carolina, from the Smokies to the sea. If you're ever climbing north as far as Carolina, that's where we'll always be. And when you die, you want to go to heaven?
Gosh, no!
Well, tell me just where is the place you want to go? Way up in North Carolina, North Carolina, my North Carolina home.
We didn't know the times were lean. Round our house the grass was green. It didn't seem like things were all that bad. I bet we walked 1,000 miles, chopping cotton and pushing plows, and learning how to give it all we had. As life went on and years went by, I saw the light in Daddy's eyes and felt the love in Mama's hands. They kept us warm and kept us fed, taught us how to look ahead. Now looking back, I understand. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. When Sunday mornings rolled around, we dressed up in hand-me-downs, just in time together with the church. Sometimes I think how long it's been and how it impressed me then. It was the only day my daddy wouldn't work. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing walking in high cotton.
Well, neighbor, you know, when you get up every morning there, your appetite's not too good so many times. But when Mommy goes to cooking good old Yelton's Best biscuits, and you go to smelling them, you know, smell that old ham a-frying in there and hear the popping, you know, man, your appetite goes to raring up, don't it? It does for a fact now. Well, sir, most of us raised on good old Yelton's Best biscuits, and I don't think you can get better raising than that. No sirree. Now, I like good old Yelton's Best and ham and eggs and bacon, you know, and sausage, good homemade sausage, and liver mush and things like that, you know. Then I like taking good old Yelton's Best biscuits and them hot, you know, put a great big old wad of butter in them, you know, watch it melt and run out the edge, and then eat it with some good old strawberry jam or blackberry preserves or honey or homemade laces. Well, man, that's what I call good eating. Now, you be sure and get Yelton's Best at your favorite grocery store.
Who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. Of tender years, can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh.
Cigarettes were a quarter then, Bobby socks and jeans were in. Elvis sang the songs that we loved so, and the most important thing to us was keeping gas in my old truck, so I could take us to the drive-in show. Then graduation finally came. Uncle Sam called me away. You married someone else while I was gone. but I've kept your letter all these years, and I can't help but shed a tear when I read the words you wrote me years ago. Baby, I'm yours, I love you always. I'm gonna stand by you until the end of time. Remember all of the good things that we shared together. Signed, Love, Betty, 1959. I never will forget the day when you and I went all the way. I was the first for you and you for me. I've still got the truck that we loved in. It takes me back there now and then, back to 59 in my memory. And baby, I'm yours, I love you always. I'm gonna stand by you until the end of time. Remember all of the good things that we shared together. Signed, Love, Betty, 1959.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock.
Yeah.
You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
yeah.
and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame,
Yeah.
and the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
yeah.
and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion, be a champion. The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong hanging on your chest.
You could be the world,
nation. What happened at Royal Rumble? It was simple. I was the last man standing.
Now shut up! What you did, Hulk Hogan, was bogus! I was the last man standing! It wasn't for you, Hulk Hogan! I would be the world heavyweight champion!
Y'all ready for this?
Just off of the beaten path, a little dot on a state road map. That's where I was born and where I'll die. Things move at a slower pace, nobody's in the rat race, and these days that's a special way of life. Down home, where they know you by name and treat you like family. Down home, a man's good word and a handshake are all you need. Folks know if they're falling on hard times, they can fall back home. Those of us raised up down home. In the corner of the hardware store, gathered round a checkerboard, old men telling lies and crowning kings. Kids driving round the old town square, cops roll down in the cool night air. Go and see what's shaking at the Dairy Queen. Down home, where they know you by name and treat you like family. Down home, a man's good word and a handshake are all you need. Folks know if they're falling on hard times, they can fall back home. Those of us raised up down home. When I was a boy, I couldn't wait to leave this place, but now I want to see my children raised down home. Down home. Folks know if they're falling on hard times, they can fall back home. Those of us raised up down home, where they know you by name and treat you like family. Down home, a man's good word and a handshake are all you need. Folks know if they're falling on hard times, they can fall back home. Those of us raised up down home. Down home.
Come on, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Yeah, let's twist again, like we did last year. Do you remember when things were really humming? Yeah, let's twist again, Christmas time is here. Round and up and down we go again.
Mary on my right, and Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. And when she asks me which one I love the best, I tear open my shirt and I show her Rosie on my chest, 'cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without a care, and I'm as happy as a clown. I with my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. No, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town, and when I find myself falling for some girl, yeah, I hop right into that car of mine. I drive around the world. Yeah, I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Let it go, let it go. Chapter 1, I was raised on the Dodgers. Every boy wants to be like his father. And Little League, when he was coaching me, I was hanging on every word. Sundays, he's the one who would lead us. Taught me everything I know about Jesus. Front row, he's on a roll, and I'm hanging on every word. It sounds nice, doesn't it? I wish that I knew back then. There's no perfect life. You can't hold back time, but you hold on tight, hoping you might find every page you've turned is a lesson learned. And we all just trying to get it right. These are the chapters of my life. Face too overwhelmed by attention. Everybody expecting perfection. Throw a ball and you'll have it all. Best thing I ever heard. Things changed in the blink of an eyelid. Guess my body knew way more than I did. Doc said, you'll never play again. Worst thing I ever heard. It sounds rough, doesn't it? I wish that I knew back then. There's no perfect life. You can't hold back time, but you hold on tight, hoping you might find every page you've turned is a lesson learned. And we all just trying to get it right. These are the chapters of my life. The chapters of my life. Truth is that we all got stories. Gotta fail on your way to glory. It takes time trying to get it right, but every future has a past. And right now I can hear God laughing. Guess he must have heard my plans and my hopes. Thought it was a joke, gave me more than I could ask. And I wish that I knew back then. There's no perfect life. You can't hold back time, but you hold on tight, hoping you might
There's a story in our town of the prettiest girl around. Golden hair and eyes of blue. How those eyes could flash at you.
How those eyes could flash at you.
Boys hung round her by the score, but she loved the boy next door who worked at the candy store.
Dream on, teenage queen, prettiest girl we've ever seen.
She was queen of the senior prom. She could cook just like her mom. She had everything it seemed. Pure delight, this teenage queen.
Pure delight, this teenage queen.
Other boys could offer more, but she loved the boy next door who worked at the candy store.
Dream on, teenage queen. You should be a movie queen. He would marry her next spring, saved his money, bought a ring. Then one day a movie scout came to town to take her out.
Came to town to take her out.
Hollywood could offer more, so she left the boy next door who worked at the candy store.
Dream on, teenage queen. See you on the movie screen.
Very soon she was a star. Pretty house and shiny cars, swimming pool and a fence around. But she missed her old hometown.
But she missed her old hometown.
All the world was at her door, all except the boy next door who worked at the candy store.
Dream on, teenage queen. Saddest girl we've ever seen. Then one day this teenage star sold her house and all her cars, gave up all her wealth and fame, left it all and caught a train.
Left it all and caught a train.
Next day she was at the door of the lonely boy next door who works at the candy store.
Now this story has some more.
You'll hear it all at the candy store.
I grew up where I could see the stars.
by now in New York City. There's snow on the ground, and out in California the sunshine's falling down. And maybe down in Memphis, Graceland's all in lights. And in Atlanta, Georgia, there's peace on earth tonight. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight. It's windy in Chicago. The kids are out of school. There's magic in Motown. The city's on the move. In Jackson, Mississippi, to Charlotte, Carolina, and all across the nation, it's a peaceful Christmas time. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight.
My grandmama was a wise old soul, took me by the hand not long ago. Said, son, what's your hurry, boy, slow it down. Taste the wild honey, listen to the sound of the wind that's blowing through the trees. Rivers flow into the sea. Yeah, they're all heading home just like you and me. Life's for living, child, can't you see that? These are the days we will remember, and these are the times that won't come again. The highest of flames becomes an ember, and you gotta live while you can. And these are the days we will remember. These are the days we will remember. These are the days.
This is your celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times, on now.
Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the world, come on!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on!
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on!
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now.
Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah.
Celebration.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the world, come on!
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on!
Let's celebrate. Come on now.
Celebrate good times, come on!
Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.
Celebrate good times, come on!
That's all, folks.